Today we're going to be talking about the Internet of Things, big data, and cloud computing. Let's begin with the Internet of Things. This is a relatively new concept. In our modern technological world, the Internet is now widely available to the public, so almost anyone can connect to the web with a variety of devices. The connectivity between these devices over the Internet is essentially the idea of the Internet of Things. According to an analysis by Cisco, by 2020 there will be over 50 billion connected devices. Another study conducted by Morgan Stanley suggests we will have more than 75 billion connected devices. Nonetheless, there is going to be an increase in technological devices and software. This essentially means more data. If we look at this DIKW pyramid, we see that the more data is better. It contributes to our overall knowledge, which helps us solve everyday problems. There are many benefits that stem from the Internet of Things. First, it increases ease and efficiency in the world. Connected devices can share data quickly and operate according to that data. As I mentioned a few moments ago, it also increases our knowledge. This concept also urges the need for new, innovative, and creative devices, which can offer new solutions to current problems. There are a few possible disadvantages related to the Internet of Things. With the connectivity of so many different devices, there is a higher risk of security threats. This, along with how the data from devices are being monitored, can bring up concerns about privacy. In addition, more and more data is being produced and shared. So another concern would be the need for more resources to organize and maintain all of this data. So what's the big picture? If we look at this visual created by Labellium, we can see how different devices connect. Overall, this connection creates what is known as a smart city. If this idea is implemented all over the globe, we will have a smart world. The next topic we're going to be talking about is big data. This refers to the exponential growth and availability of structured or unstructured data. This idea is very important for both businesses and society. As the Internet continues to grow and develop, so does data. I'm going to begin with some brief history. So big data is not a current trend. In fact, this concept can be dated back as far as the early 1930s. A phenomenon known as information explosion occurred during this decade, which can largely be credited to the issuance of Social Security. This event emphasized the importance and need for storage of data. Back then, things were written down and placed in the corresponding filing cabinet. In today's world, most, if not all files, are produced and stored online. There are many benefits associated with big data. First, there are lower costs that come with information gathering online. Second, big data allows us to make faster and better decisions because of the abundant information. Lastly, big data gives us new ideas to create better products and services that address current or future problems. There are also a few drawbacks that are attached to this concept. Data flows can be very inconsistent and complex. This means analyzing the data can take a lot of time and possibly a lot of money. Also, privacy has been a major concern. With data collectors looking at consumer trends, people fear that their privacy is being violated and their information is being used without their knowledge. When talking about data, there are three key factors to consider. Otherwise known as the 3 V's of big data, there is volume, which measures the amount of data collected, velocity, which measures the time it takes to analyze the data, and variety, which distinguishes the different types of data. Take the following as an example of big data in the real world. JP Morgan Chase Institute collected secure data from the bank to analyze consumer trends. This allowed them to form and implement new strategies in the business model to accommodate to those consumer trends. This shows that big data can be used at many different levels for many different purposes. Finally, we are going to discuss cloud computing. This is known as the ability to access application software on Internet-enabled devices. In addition, cloud offers ample online storage for both amateur and professional use. The cloud can be categorized into 3 domains. There's public, private, or hybrid. The public cloud is perhaps the most well-known. It provides services like app use and storage to the public. This kind of cloud is usually free or pay by use, which makes it easy and inexpensive to operate. The private cloud is essentially the same, but the software is only available and managed by an organization. Private clouds offer more security and control over the company's data. Last but not least, there is the hybrid cloud. This is a mix between private and public cloud. It offers greater flexibility and data allocation options. There are many benefits to cloud computing. First off, it is quick and easy to sign up for cloud. It is also fairly easy to maneuver or control the apps. Speaking of, more and more applications are being made. These apps and any data can be accessed from a number of devices as long as it has internet access. Another benefit is always having a backup file of everything. Most files are stored in the cloud, so if a computer or phone crashes, no data is lost. There are just a few possible drawbacks that include a heavy reliance and need for internet connectivity. If the internet is down, so is the cloud. The other problems include security issues and low satisfaction levels of customer service. Cloud computing can be very beneficial to the business world. IBM was the first to develop cloud computing. They are still growing. According to IBM, the company earned greater returns of up to 75% a year. There are four major players when it comes to cloud computing. The first and most important is Amazon, with Rackspace following close behind. Then it is Microsoft, and last but not least, Google. To finish off, I'd like to share a few astonishing facts about cloud computing. 94% of managers say their business security has improved after adopting cloud applications. 64% of companies have reduced waste and lowered energy consumption after shifting to the cloud. By 2016, it is estimated that 36% of all data will be stored in the cloud. The U.S. federal government saved almost $5.5 billion a year by shifting to cloud services. And 56% of organizations are seeking to hire staff with cloud expertise. Thank you.